So hi everyone, I'm from Sacred Earth and Storm School and my name is Elizabeth for those who don't know me, and I live in a beautiful small village in South Africa, very close to Cape Town, the southern end of Africa. It's also known as the Whale Coast, where the whales come during the summer months to give birth to their babies. And I'm also living in the area is called a biosphere, the Kogelberg biosphere, which has the highest biodiversity in the world. So I feel really blessed to live here. It's a really beautiful part of our planet, as there are many, many beautiful parts. So today I'm going to speak about a really interesting topic that has always kind of fascinated me, and I trust it will also be enlightening or at least make you think about things a bit more, and that is about the timelines and are they splitting, especially during this month of August. So today that I'm doing the filming or recording of this video, it's the 6th of August, and it is actually the day when the planet Mars is moving into Libra. So it's a very powerful day, a very powerful month, but today with Mars going into Libra, there's a big change. Mars is very strongly aspected during August, and Mars is not that happy to be in Libra. Why? Because Mars is very much about taking action. It's about the individual and doing what it likes and wants to do, and that's actually a good thing in certain circumstances. But being in Libra, Libra says, no, it's all about relationships and we have to create balance and there must be some kind of harmony, and it's not just about the individual. So it's as if these two opposite energies are having to find some kind of balance in between, which is Aries has to become almost more diplomatic or less self-orientated, and Libra has to become less of a people pleaser in a way, or putting harmony, ahead of clarity and being direct and being authentic and honest. So there's this beautiful, I see an amazing potential to bring these two together, because there's so much power that both, when it's almost a maturity that comes in, and a maturing, that can really serve us, to make us greater beings, and more authentically who we are, especially. So this is today that Mars is going into Libra, and it will be there until the 21st of September. So it's actually there for quite a long time for Mars. Normally it moves quite quickly through a sign. And then in 2 days' time, we have the Lion's Gate, the height of the Lion's Gate. And as we know, that's when it's the absolute alignment between Sirius, our brightest star in our heavens, in the morning sky, aligns with our sun. And they both create this, it's like a portal to access the very high spiritual energies of Sirius, which is, for me, is our higher or greater self, infinite self aspect, and the sun being our more personality aspect. So it's like there's an ability to ascend or access really high frequencies. That's a beautiful opportunity, and I would invite you to really tap into that portal with your intention. It's that easy. Even if you can physically maybe get up a bit early, just before sunrise, you'll see Sirius rising in the morning sky, and then very soon after that, the sun also appears. And it's a very moving, almost ancient image that occurs. When I do that, it's like something in my body remembers this. Perhaps my ancestors, through the bloodline, through the DNA, I'm tapping and remembering something really deep and profound. And many, many civilizations obviously celebrated this, especially the Egyptians. It was coinciding with the flooding of the Nile, and it brought a time of fertility, and it was also very important for agriculture, etc. A bit like the Sirius portal that we had on 7/7, but this is the Lions portal, which is different. And in this alignment this year, there's also beautiful support between Jupiter and also Venus in the nights in the morning sky that are very strong, and you will see them a little bit if you look into the night sky. They're on the left of Sirius, the two very bright planets. Excuse me, and they will actually conjunct later on in this month, and that is a very positive alignment um, for us and giving us support when Venus and Jupiter conjunct in Cancer, because they like being in Cancer, and they have a good relationship with each other. So a beautiful almost addition this year that we're having to the Lionsgate, an expansion of it. On the day of the Lionsgate, there's also Mars forms quite a challenging alignment with um, the planet Saturn, which has got a historical history when this opposition happens, that it could be, quite triggering. So it's really important for us to stay in our hearts, to stay not to go into reaction, to do it from a point of balance, and to bring it into a greater expression. The following day, on the 9th, is the full moon in Aquarius, and that also has very, very powerful alignments. And then we have the new moon following after that 2 weeks, and then we in the month of September, when we're actually going to have the eclipses. So August feels really, really, there's some challenging aspects, but also great opportunities. And it is to some extent almost like a turning point. And what I feel very strongly guided by the earth to speak about is for us to know that this year of 2025 is an immense opportunity. And it's like we are laying the groundwork. We're building the foundation of a new timeline. And I'll be speaking about the timelines shortly, and also how they are splitting in my perception and awareness. If we're busy building this new timeline that is in a very different frequency, dimensional, fifth, sixth, seventh, maybe even eighth dimension, if you want to put it in those terms. It's really, creating a very different world, a different experience, a frequency that we live in. And in order to do that, we're heading for next year when there will be a huge expansion. 2026 is going to be a year of expansion. But that expansion could only happen on the basis of what has occurred this year, in a way. So it's almost like if you choose to create a really solid, beautiful, expanded foundation, that expansion that's going to happen next year will really then take off. But you can't create, next year it's going to be too late. This window of opportunity has actually closed. So please know that this year, 2025, is probably one of the most crucial years in terms of creating the new, and, in terms of our free will and choice to create something completely different and magnificent. It will create so much, set the stage for so much more to come. You get what I'm saying? So it's like so much of what is to come is going to depend on this year. Virtually all of it, in a way. So please know that if you are at the moment, things are happening or occurring in your life, and I sense it's happening for everyone, certainly happening in my life and the clients and the people that I see around me, and that is endings. And please be grateful for these endings. I know it's hard for us as humans to have endings. it's very often in relationships, whether it's with friendships, with family, with business associations, a relationship even with yourself, that you notice, it's like something is completing, and you just these are the movement forward, and this is just not going to be with you anymore. And the reason for that is that this is still on some level a lower frequency, and it's taking some of your energy, and it's keeping you stuck in a lower frequency, which is the lower timeline that we're moving out of. So just know that, and in a way, they represent these people or relationships, almost represent these lower frequency energies that's inside of you, that you now are willing and must let go of, because it's like you can't take it with you. If you take this with you, you cannot reach those high frequencies. And because we can't really always see the bigger picture of what's coming, it's like we go, no, but this is okay. No, it isn't okay, actually. If you're really honest with yourself, the reason something is changing is because it's not okay. It's not your greatest possibility. It's a lower frequency. The elements of compromise, the elements of fear, the elements of disempowerment, the elements of victimhood in these situations, and they have to go. It's a blessing if they go. It's a blessing for you. It's a blessing for the other people. It's an ending of a massive cycle and pattern. But it's important to make that choice and not to resist it, and to let it go, and bless it and thank it. But let it go. Do not hang on to it, because you're not on the right timeline. You're still on the old timeline. And as the timelines are splitting, the higher timeline just cannot support that anymore. It's never supported that, but it's almost like you can't stay on that timeline. So what has been happening is, if you almost imagine, there are many timelines, but these are the two most important, almost collective timelines. So we have the new timeline, which is, let's imagine it as blue. And this timeline is high frequency. It is creating from the future. It's a new way of being. It's whatever you want to put into it for yourself. It's your dream. It's your what you would like your life to look like for yourself and for everyone else, which is peaceful, abundant, loving, kind, productive, creative, whatever else you want to put in there. That is very different from the old. It's a spiritual life timeline where the unseen is taken. It's part of life. It's acknowledged. We're able to communicate in different ways. We are able to negotiate with technology, and we are the masters of it. But we are able to receive. We're able to receive and evolve, and life can become easy. And we, in tune with the earth, we love and respect all beings in nature. We have an awareness of not harming anything, because we know that we're harming ourselves or anyone. There are no wars. This is what you building. This is what we're all building. So that's the top timeline that is we're laying the foundation for now. And we've been doing this for a long time, but this is really intensifying now. Why? Because of the planetary alignments, and also this thing of Neptune and Saturn being at the 0 degree of Aries, which is absolute creation. Then we have underneath it, not far at the moment, a second timeline, and they're kind of running parallel at the moment. And this is the lower timeline of what you are busy letting go of. And that is when you're feeling when you're in the higher timeline, and we spend some time in the higher one and then we plunge back into this other one that's very close but very different. And that time, the second one, the lower timeline, is when you start to feel maybe a bit depressed, fears come in, you start to doubt, all of that. It keeps you trapped. There's actually nothing there. It's not really alive. It's kind of a dead feeling. It's the old. But it's in a way almost like looking to suck you back into it, out of the new timeline, where you feel great, you feel in flow, and you're moving down back into, the old. You feel stuck again. And it's, as I say, we vary and go up and down. But now it's really important during August, because we have this opportunity, and because of all the eclipses and everything coming next month, it's like we have to make a choice. We have to say, I'm not revisiting this. I'm willing to let it go. It is now the end of this. And I'm making the choice to only be in the higher timeline. And I know, and I'm clear, and this is it. And whenever that other almost energies come in to try and suck you back in, and this can be through situations, through people, through whatever. We have our different ways of vulnerabilities. When it comes in, you just say, no, I'm not choosing this anymore. I'm done with this. We don't have to still deal with these things. We're done. It's over. It's done. So all we need to do is be consistent and hold this intention to be on the higher timeline, and to ask for that assistance. The earth will assist you. Your higher self, infinite being, whatever you want to call it, that's with you, that you have to ask because you have free will assist you. The Sirius portal, the Lion's portal, is there to help you. All these, the full moon and even the new moon after that, all these alignments are there for tremendous support. There are beautiful alignments in them too. Like trines with Pluto, etc., in Aquarius, which is the new Aquarian age. So be very, very clear now. And use this mantra. I was guided by the earth to use this mantra and to also share it. And it says, I am in balance. And I am now releasing all lower frequency aspects of myself that are not for my highest good. I'm in balance, and I'm releasing all lower frequency aspects of myself that are not for my highest good. And so it is. So, it's as simple as that. But we have to do it. If you are not clear and decisive, and this is a bit of the Mars going into Libra. Libra can be, I'm thinking about both sides and I can't make up my mind. Some of you may know Librans. They find it hard to make up their mind because they keep on weighing the scales. They can't quite see which one to choose. Mars says, no, you have to choose. You have to take action. Be clear. And follow your heart, because your heart is saying to you, everything is going to be okay. You are supported, but you have to make this leap. You have to make this choice. You have to jump this timeline now and really, really, really choose it. Be clear about it, because you are setting up your foundation for next year, and next year things will massively expand. But if you haven't set it up now, your expansion cannot be what it is. The potential of it will not be anything of what it could be. So please, please, please do it now. Do it for yourself. Care about yourself enough to do this, and care about this planet to do it, because you are a massive contribution when you do this. You're an invitation to others to also remember and do this. So the really important message from August for me is um, stepping out of the old and being very clear and almost ruthless about it. Intend it and know that anything is possible. We are letting go of the past, the linear mind that was only focused on the past, that can only think of experiences and consequences based on the past, which is limitation. Just because I had an accident doesn't mean it's always going to happen. But your linear mind is going to say, oh my word, this is what's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. It just predicts. It has no intelligence. That is the old way. We are creating from the future now. We are stepping into the infinite possibilities of energy through resonance. And you just hold, you only need to be aware and hold an intention of being in a high frequency and the highest outcome for you and everyone else. And then anything will be possible because you've set the parameters. And now everything can support you to create this. And you don't need to worry about it. It will just come. It's an absolute, it's easy. All that you need to do is hold that focus of the intention and then be willing to receive. Know that you are worthy and choose it for you and choose it for this planet. So I would really encourage you to think about this. Imagine that timeline. It's like a beautiful blue. I see it almost like in blue. Blue, whatever blue represents for you. You know, the blue of the ocean, of peace, of waters, of tranquility, whatever. See that timeline and make the choice to be on that timeline 24/7. 24/7. And when any of the other almost like lower frequencies come in, just with love in your heart and kindness, but absolute clarity, you just say no. Not my choice anymore. This is not me. This is not the me that I'm choosing. Great. So let's do a short meditation. It's really, really important, as you know, but even more so, to be really grounded and connected. Why? Because as we're going through this change, it's really important for us and our bodies to feel safe, because we cannot embrace change and see the infinite possibilities and the amazingness of change that it can be unless we feel safe. So how do you feel safe? You feel safe when you feel connected to the earth. That's all. That's how it works. So let's create I would encourage you to do this every day in your own way, but I'm going to do an alignment with grounding with the earth and just see how this can change and help you to stay anchored on this higher timeline. And I thank you from my heart for making a choice to do that, because you know what? It is such an amazing choice to make. It is just the most incredible thing that you could do for yourself and for this planet. So wonderful. Okay, so let's if you want to close your eyes as you're listening to this, it may be sometimes easier because it just takes your awareness to the inner, or whatever works for you. So let's just do a couple of just breaths to become more present. So breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time, breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now just take your attention to your heart. And imagine, you may even like touch your heart as I'm doing at the top of your chest. And now imagine the most beautiful flower, your favorite flower. What is your favorite flower? Or whatever flower comes up. Could be a beautiful rose, could be a hibiscus, could be a most beautiful lily. Yeah, could be an amazing lavender flower. Just call in that flower. Make it really strong and real and bring in that color. And feel your heart opening and awakening like a flower that's opening. And it's abundant. The abundance and beauty of this flower. Feel it. Imagine it, see it, experience it, and feel your heart opening, that amazing heart that you have. And now take your attention from the heart that there's a connection down to your root chakra. And the root chakra, as you may know, is at the bottom of your spine, in the kind of pelvic area. And now let's build the energy of that root chakra. So imagine that you're actually going to speak to that or communicate with your root chakra, and you're going to ask it to expand. And you're going to build the energy. And imagine it to be this beautiful, amazing color red. And the root chakra is about safety and security, feeling safe and secure, and knowing that you're safe and secure and grounded in your place in this world. So imagine it becoming more intense, like powerful awakening, this color red expanding. Really give your intention and your energy into it. And allow it and start to feel it more, to be more vibrant. And there's a connection still between your heart and your root chakra. But the root chakra is really awakening and it's strong. Make it really powerful. Intensify it with your will. There we go. And now you can imagine that you're sending down a grounding line. It's a line that's going to go about 6 meters below, or maybe less, whatever works for you. And you're going to reach the earth star. This is a chakra that's just below your base chakra. It's outside the body. And just connect and feel that grounding line that's coming from your base chakra, your root chakra, going down, and it's reaching the earth star, and just feel it locking in. And intensify the energy, feel the connection, feel this like a link and a connection. That's beautiful. And now from the earth star, imagine that this grounding line that you're sending down from your root chakra is extending, and now it's going right down into the center of the earth, the heart of the earth, our beautiful Mother Gaia. And direct with your intention for that grounding line to go to that dimension and frequency of this, the core, the center, the heart of our beautiful Mother, that's most appropriate for you, because she's interdimensional and infinite. But you are asking for your grounding line to go to that particular dimensional frequency of her core and her heart that is most appropriate and beneficial to you at this time. There we go. So feel it connecting and locking in. And feel from your base chakra that there's this grounding line. It's like a line that's going down into the earth, right to the core of the earth, the center of the earth. And it's locking in. Feel it. It's locking into place. It's this beautiful connection that's meant to be. And feel the stability and the strength and the support of the earth. She's holding you. She's really connecting with you. And you are connecting with her. And now you're going to start sending the energy up from the core of the earth, up through the grounding line, through your earth star, the earth star, and now it's coming into your base chakra. And imagine or visualize it or just feel it or intend it, however it comes to you. Perfect. You may see it in color, you may see it as light, you may just see it as in, or feel it as an energy. Just trust it, and it's going to come up. And now it's going to go through all the chakras, your second chakra, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat. Feel it in the heart and really swirling around in the heart or expanding the heart even more. And the heart is kind of sending it out also horizontally out. And now it's going to go up again, moving up through the throat, the third eye, the crown, and now up through the higher chakras. And now it's going to connect to the portal of our sun and Sirius, our brightest star. So just feel this energy that's coming from the earth, feel it, activate it, intensify it even more. It's coming up through your chakra systems, your energy centers that are very real, as we know, scientific, and it's moving through the crown into the constellation of Sirius, of our sun, Sirius. And now imagine that you're going to shoot it through with your intention through that, and it's going right out into an infinite universe and beyond. Through the planets, and you may imagine it, I'm seeing it almost like as shooting stars, billions of shooting stars. It's actually just activating out of this connection that you're holding from the earth into the portal of the Lion's Gate and beyond. And just feel this beautiful alignment. And it's like you are connected. You are plugged in. Not like that. It is actually that. But allow your body to align with this. And feel the safety and security and the support that the earth is giving you by being grounded, by being connected, by being present in your body, by being clear in your heart. Where's the clarity? Clarity comes from your heart. It's not in your mind. Being centered and clear in your heart. And now imagine having this alignment and clarity. You are going to send it out and radiate it out as the most brilliant sun. Your sun is becoming, your heart is becoming the sun. And it's radiating light, this very high frequency. And you may even hear a sound. I'm hearing a sound, most beautiful sound. It's not for the human ear, but you can sense that sound, hear it through your body. And imagine that you're sending it out and you are this bright sun that is radiating out this light, and you are connected to this timeline, the highest frequency timeline that is available at this time. And you are co-creating with the earth, with the universe and the planets and all of creation, infinite source, oneness. And that you are choosing to be the authentic you, the true you that's busy revealing itself, that is busy emerging in this phenomenal time for humanity. So just feel the expansion. I'm feeling it at the top of my chest, in my heart. It's like a activation. So receive the blessings of the activation of the Lion's Gate, especially, and all these beautiful alignments. Receive it and know your value. Know how valuable you are. The Lion's Gate is all about royalty, but it's your inner royalty. We all are royal, and we all matter, and we all are important.